My dad's a disabled veteran. How dare you steal from him? How dare you?
Straight ahead at 6, a Vietnam veteran's motorcycle stolen right from his driveway. Why the bike means so much to him.
We can't just bounce back from something like this.
Plus, a local couple heartbroken, forced to temporarily close after someone breaks into their business.
You do have a say by your vote.
And with just a week until Election Day, people may be surprised to see several propositions on their ballots. We'll have a breakdown of those items. News 12 at 6 starts in 60 seconds.
Texoma's #1 rated newscast, broadcasting live from 12 studios. This is News 12 at 6 p.m.
Please, I just want my motorcycle.
A Navy vet left without a way to get around. Why he's calling on the community for help. Good evening and welcome to News 12 at 6. I'm Abby Maynard. Dan and Maureen have the night off. Well, Durant police are actively searching for a 36-year-old man who escaped custody. This is the man police are looking for. You'll see it on the full screen here. His name is Robert Dale Gibson. Police describe him as approximately 6 feet tall, 200 pounds, and has multiple tattoos covering both his arms and some on his chest and back. Police say he was in custody after being connected to a burglary. Online court records show he has a lengthy criminal history. He escaped yesterday. If you see him, call police. A Vietnam vet from Denison is asking for your help in finding his motorcycle after it was stolen right off his family's driveway. News 12's Rachel Knapp is live in the studio with the latest on this. Now, Rachel, you spoke with him.
Yeah, that's right, Abby. 65-year-old David Turner told me he bought this motorcycle just a few months ago. Now he's heartbroken after someone stole it.
Well, I just went for a ride yesterday on my motorcycle. Went over and saw my son in Oklahoma and went and stopped at my brother's house.
Vietnam and United States Navy veteran David Turner says it happened here off Crawford and Dean Drive in Denison. Turner bought this motorcycle a few months ago. He says he visited his brother Sunday afternoon for only 10 minutes before the unexpected happened.
Come outside and smoke a cigarette. My motorcycle was gone.
Turner says he left his wallet, phone, and keys inside the bike.
And I was angry. I cussed. Hurt my feelings. Hurt my feelings.
I was sick. I started crying. My dad was crying. My dad was upset. He's a very good man.
The motorcycle is described to be a teal 1996 Suzuki Intruder. Turner says he spent thousands customizing the bike.
Custom seat, custom saddlebags. It's got Missouri handicap tags on it.
And he's done everything to make it his dream. And then he walked out yesterday and someone stole his dream.
Turner says it's a lesson learned, but his daughter had this message for whoever rode off with her father's dream.
You are just despicable, that you don't even deserve another day of freedom. My dad's a disabled veteran. How dare you steal from him? How dare you?
Please, I just want my motorcycle. That's the only transportation I got. I need it.
So far, the motorcycle hasn't been found and no suspects have been named. If you have information, contact Denison Police. Live in the studio, Rachel Knapp, News 12.
All right, thank you, Rachel. Well, the owners of a locally run beauty salon say they're devastated after someone broke into their shop overnight, forcing them to temporarily close and lose business. News 12's Sarah Humphrey tells us what the thief got away with and if police have any leads on a suspect.
Brian Baker and his wife have owned Pigtails and Pistols Salon in Denison for 3 years.
We can't just bounce back from something like this. You know, this is doesn't just take out of our pockets, takes out of our children's pockets, our workers' pockets, you know.
When the couple got there around 10 Monday morning, someone had broken into the salon. They say the thief removed the lock on the front door.
They made off with a TV, an iPad, the girls' clippers, and other things, just things that we need to be able to let them come into work and go to work.
Spring Black is a hairstylist there. She says several of her tools were stolen.
So I had my clippers over here. They were a pair of cordless clippers. I had a hair straightener hanging right here.
Baker doesn't have security cameras. There isn't a dollar amount on how much this theft will cost his family. Denison police say they don't have a suspect.
I wish somebody would return our stuff so it'd save us a little bit in the end run.
Baker and his wife say this salon is their livelihood, and this break-in is heartbreaking. The couple plans to reopen on Tuesday.
Our customer base is amazing. We love all of them, and they're actually on our page right now showing great support. So it's very nice to be that tied into a tight-knit community.
In Denison, Sarah Humphrey, News 12.
A Garvin County couple has pleaded not guilty after being charged for growing marijuana inside their home. Joshua and Carrie Bishop were arrested on Saturday. Sheriff Larry Rhodes says the couple owns a legal hemp store in Pauls Valley that was searched this morning. Rhodes says when deputies searched their home, they found artificial lighting, drying fans, watering containers, and an air ventilation system. Deputies also located smoking devices, weighing scales, and about 3 pounds of marijuana in glass jars that were separated and marked by type. The couple is due back in court in late March. A former Johnston County teacher charged with rape made her second court appearance this morning. 24-year-old Corey Nicole Harris was charged with second-degree rape back in November. Harris, a former teacher at Coleman Schools, allegedly had sex with a 16-year-old male student between May 11th and May 15th last year. Harris's teaching license was suspended in June, shortly after the district was notified of the alleged crime. Harris is due back in Johnston County Court in April. And checking weather as we move into your Monday night, we saw plenty of sun today, but the weather story changes tomorrow. Steve Lenore is here with details. Steve.
Well, Abby, thanks a lot. It's back to a sunshine shortage tomorrow. We do see a chance of rain by breakfast time tomorrow, Abby.
All right, thank you, Steve. Well, the final week of early voting is underway for next week's Texas primary elections. While you probably already know your key state and local races, you may be surprised when you get to the booth to find several propositions on the ballot for each party. News 12's Kristen Weaver joins us live where those votes are being counted in Sherman. Kristen, what's behind these propositions?
Well, Texas lawmakers are asking voters for their stance on controversial issues to give them a guide when it comes time to create new bills in the state legislature.
Grayson County voters have been piling into the polls over the past week, voting on several propositions that help lawmakers form opinions.
The propositions provide guidance to our party about what our values are and where we stand and where we want to go.
One of the 11 Republican propositions that voters like Ronnie Franklin can choose yes or no on is making voter fraud a felony.
We have people in our country that are trying to possibly change the laws in our country by voting a certain way.
Democrat Chuck Vaughn's ballot has 12 different propositions. One of those asks to make it easier for Texans to vote.
I'm also concerned about the gerrymandering that goes on, and not in favor of that.
Other Democratic propositions cover topics like creating a national jobs program, changing immigration policies, and making health care universal.
I keep hearing stories of people who put off essential treatment because there is a cost that they can't afford.
The Republican propositions also include topics like abolishing abortion in Texas, the bathroom bill, and repealing Obamacare.
People need to have the freedom to be able to choose insurance policies or whatever it is that they need.
Despite the opposite stances on issues, both voters can agree.
Go vote. People need to vote because they need to be involved.
Well, registered voters have until March 6th to cast their votes in the Texas primary. We have the full list of all those propositions as well as the candidates running on our website and the KXII app. Live in Sherman, Kristen Weaver, News 12.
All right, thank you, Kristen. And former Grayson County District Attorney Joe Brown was sworn in today as the new U.S. Attorney for the Eastern District of Texas. Brown was nominated by President Donald Trump back in November and was conferred by the U.S. Senate earlier this month. The U.S. Attorney prosecutes criminal cases brought by the government as well as civil cases in which the U.S. is a party, among other duties. Brown tells us the Commissioner's Court can select an interim DA, but if they choose not to, the first Assistant DA, Carrie Ashmore, will step into the role. Voters can choose precinct chairs in this primary election, and in November, the precinct chairs will choose a permanent DA.
It makes people feel so much better about themselves.
Coming up on News 12 at 6, a local nonprofit helping anyone in need of a shower, food, or a place to rest. What new project is helping their service reach even further? Plus, water towers in Sherman are getting a facelift. In addition to repairs, what new logo you may soon see. We'll be right back.